Welcome back to Strength with Shan. That would be me. I'm Shan, bodybuilder, strong woman, professional wrestler, and as of the weekend, wrestling host. That was a lot of fun. I was able to return to United and I hosted their show in Reading and I had a lot of fun. I learned a lot. It was really scary, pushed myself out my comfort zone, but lovely to be back and hanging out in a wrestling environment without having to take a single bump. So that was nice. I did get home late though. So Monday was yesterday. I filmed absolutely nothing because I was really tired and just surviving the day a little bit. I also had a really husky voice, so I wasn't intending to use my voice too much. So it's Tuesday evening now. I am doing a bit of editing for last week's vlog and trying to get that up. Just thoughts on that. I think I didn't go into as much helpful detail about nutrition as I think I could have done, but that's good. That means I can return to it as a topic in another vlog, maybe in a few weeks' time, and just go into some more hopefully helpful hints and tips that you can take away, because I do want these vlogs to be helpful as well as hopefully entertaining. I hit a new low weight at the weekend, so I actually hit a weight that was below 70 kilograms for the first time, or the first time on this prep anyway. And then I trained legs on Sunday in a new, well, not a new gym, but a different gym, using equipment that I don't usually use. And I had quite bad leg DOMs yesterday. Bear in mind, I was also on my feet in the afternoon and evening on Sunday to present United, and I got less sleep because I got home late from that, and obviously I am holding on to water as a result because my legs are inflamed, and that did mean that my weight went up a little bit again. So I used my own tips from vlog a couple of weeks ago, and I went back to my progress photos and I had a look at my check-in photos from day one of prep versus yesterday, and just reminding myself that we're heading in the right direction. My weight is going down. I've got more definition. I've got leaner. That's the goal. It's all good. I do want to be honest when things like that happen, because I think it does happen to all of us. I fully believe that weight is a data point, but that doesn't mean those moments don't happen. And I think for me, it especially is because it was at that milestone weight. I think, you know, if you're hitting a particular point, so for me it was like the 70 kilogram mark where I was going into the 60s, it feels like a milestone. It can be quite a motivating factor, but that does also then have the caveat that it could be a little bit demotivating when your weight then spikes back above it. So I do want to be open and honest about that, but I was also able to calm myself down. And I put this all in my check-in to Emma, and she also reassured me and was like, girl, calm down. Which we all need to hear sometimes, so that was good. Other updates, this morning I got a tyre changed on my car. This was a planned tyre change. However, when they were changing that tyre, they spotted a nail in one of the others. So I've got it booked in for another tyre later this week. Yes, not mad about that at all. But look, it is what it is. These things happen. And maybe I'm just going to try and look at it as a positive, that it was spotted in a planned maintenance moment, and it means that I can just safely leave the car on the driveway until I replace that tyre, rather than me getting a puncture at the side of a motorway. So I'm going to choose to see it as a positive thing, and we're going to move on. So my plan now, I am currently editing last week's video. I had a bit of an issue with some of the clips. My devices weren't all talking to each other properly, and we're having to adapt, and we're going to do it. It's going to be fine. We're going to get a vlog out. It might not be exactly how I wanted it to be, but it's okay. We're going to go with it. Right now, I'm just really learning to control the controllables and do what we can do. In that vein, I'm going to make my cream of rice for the morning as well, or I'm going to maybe prepare it, might make it fresh in the morning. I'll just make sure the kettle's full. I'll put the ingredients how I need them so that I can make that up first thing, because I'm going to go to the gym in the morning and train legs tomorrow. I'm going to throw in a bit of upper body from today as well, because I couldn't get myself to the gym with my car being on the drive. So I'm going to be borrowing John's car first thing in the morning. Very kind of him to let me use it, but I'd rather use it when it's not going to inconvenience him. So if I go first thing in the morning, then he's got the car when he needs it. So And because of that, I need to make sure that I'm winding down and get myself to bed at a good time. I need to do my skincare. I'm getting a bit of a breakout on my chin again, which frustrating, but my forehead's looking better than it was, so we'll take the wins where we're getting them. And I need to read and wind down and just calm my nervous system down, and get myself to sleep nice and early so that I can have a good session in the morning. I will pick back up with you guys tomorrow. Morning guys, happy hump day. Just making my cream of rice before I go to the gym. I've got a little shot of coffee in here as well. I also have a Monster in my bag because I know that I'm gonna need the caffeine this morning. I'm feeling quite tired getting up. I made up my drink, I've taken all my morning vitamins, so that's sorted. And yeah, gonna have a good productive day today. Just driven to Stevenage to meet with my new manager. Feeling a little bit nervous, but should be good. I was actually planning to get the train today, but there's a whole load of issues on the line, so had to borrow the car again. I'm gonna head off now and get a coffee. I'm back home and I'm just making meal 3. I had a really good morning going to see my new office environment. Had a coffee with the guys that I'm going to be working with. Going to be in a team of 4 it looks like, and it's going to be me and somebody else joining at the same time, so that's always nice. I think having somebody else who's in a similar position to you is good and comforting. I think I'm joining at a really exciting time, but I also think it's going to be quite intense when I do join, so I might need to consider moving these vlogs down to maybe every other week or once a month or something for a little while I'm finding my feet there. And that's given me food for thought in that department. I have come back and I am very, very hungry though. It is about time for meal 3, but obviously because I trained early today, I've eaten meal 1 and 2 a bit earlier in the day than I usually would. So I am hungry. Happy Thursday. I've got my coffee and I've been reading and just having a little bit of a chilled start to this Thursday morning because I know that I have a busy day ahead of me. It's quite good to just try and calm down and prepare for the day a little bit. Once I have finished my coffee, I will hop on the walking pad, pop it on an incline and get the speed up and get my heart rate up and do my cardio on the walking pad. I'll then do some posing practice before I log on for the day. Work-wise, I know that I have a couple of calls today. I need to go out at lunchtime to Boots. I have a couple of bits that I need, so it's a good opportunity to get some steps by walking over to Boots. And I need to pack my bag for the weekend. I think what I actually need to do is write a list before I pack my bag of all the things that I need to take, because I am somebody that needs to kind of brain dump before I start packing, otherwise it goes to chaos and I will forget things. Even writing a list, there's still a reasonable chance that I'll forget something. I want to try and get that done during the day today where I can between work. And then this evening I will be doing food prep because we're going away, going to be away from home. I need to have all of my food with me. I will be doing that this evening so that I'm prepared and ready to go. I know the plan tomorrow will be quite an early start, get to the gym and have an early gym session. It will be my pull with, you know, bonus legs thrown in tomorrow. I'll get that done, and then my car is having its final tyre change hopefully, and then we can hit the road and head to Norfolk. Really looking forward to a little weekend away, a little bit of a mental break, a little bit of change of scenery, hopefully get some nice walks and see some countryside. We're gonna visit at least one gym over there that we know of that looks quite good. We've got a long weekend, so it's Friday to Monday, so I thought I would let you follow along with that. Despite this video doesn't really have a theme as such, it's more of a just follow me along this week. So I'm going to finish my coffee and crack on with the bits that I need to get done, and I will catch you later on today. About 8 o'clock in the evening. I have had another busy day at work, but all done now for the weekend, and I have packed, I think, everything that I need for the weekend. There's still some bits that will go in tomorrow. I've got things prepped for the morning, and I'm just finishing off a bit of food prep as well, so that I've got everything that I need in Norfolk and hopefully won't need to go off and buy anything. I am gonna get some more berries in the morning, which I can just nip into Asda tomorrow when my tyre's getting changed and get those. I'm ready to just try and wind down and switch off a bit this weekend. But hopefully we'll remember to film some things and show you what we get up to. Gang, happy Saturday. I'm just making my cream of rice before we head to a gym in Norwich. I thought I would give you a quick show that I bought my travel scales here, so I'm able to measure everything out. These are really handy to bring with you if you're trying to stay on plan. And yeah, I'll try and show you some of the gym when we get there. Hey gang, sorry for not checking in much over the weekend. Was just trying to enjoy the time away. We travelled down to, well, not down, across I suppose, to Norfolk on Friday. We did an early gym session locally before we hit the road. We had a nice chilled evening in with everybody in the amazing house that we were staying in, and then on Saturday we hit the gym, fully pumped gym in Norwich, which was really well equipped, was well worth the trip, but was a bit of a drive away, so we knew we were probably only going to be going there once while we were away. It was a really good gym and we had a really good push session, and then we met everybody else in Cromer. Saw the pier there, it was a little bit drizzly, so we went from there to Holt. We had a little wander around the shops and then headed back in and got cozy, got the fire going, and went all sleepy. I think anytime the fire was on, I just wanted to fall asleep. On Sunday, we went to a different gym. It was called Flex 27 in Cromer, which is a bit more simple, but it had everything that we needed. Trained legs. And then we went to Wells. I think Wells was Tara's favourite place. Was it your favourite place? Yeah, okay, yes. Thank you. So Tara got to run around on the sand and we got to splash in the sea. And then we went from there to Holcombe House and had thank you. And had a wander around the grounds there, had a cup of tea and barked at some deer, and then head home and got cozy by the fire again, didn't we? And then this morning, thank you. We went to Holt Country Park and had a wander around the woods to get in some steps, a solid amount of steps before we had to hit the road. And we brought Tara back with us. She's staying for a couple of nights for a sleepover, aren't you? Staying for a sleepover, yes. So that's about it for the weekend. Tara's gone to get comfy for bed. But yeah, all in all, really nice weekend. Nice to get a change of scenery and get near the sea. I always find the sea is just like really calming. It does something to me, even when the weather's really bad and it was kind of grey. Sort of hearing the sea, I don't know, it just makes me feel a lot calmer. So really good to get away and just be chill and just enjoy a bit of downtime. Obviously I still got on my steps, I still did my gym sessions, found gyms that I could do those in, and I went prepared with all of my food and just dished up my meals as I went, so I was able to just stay on plan. And being prepared like that ahead of time meant the decision was already made and I didn't have to think about it when I was away. It was just a case of grabbing the food that was there. If you have stuck with me this far, thank you very much again. As always, like and subscribe, drop me a comment. I really enjoy reading the comments. I know I've had a good chat on Instagram with Dawn recently as well, so thanks Dawn for your support, and I really hope that other people find some of the things that I talk about useful. I really try to keep it at a level where there's things that you can take away, and I always say it's about finding what works for you. I will catch you in the next one and have an amazing week.